What's up YouTube, KidMoto22 here, and I want to talk to you guys today about a subject that I recently found is going to be affecting me, and that is, what do you do when your mods go wrong? So let's get to it right now. Welcome back YouTube, KidMoto22 here, and if you saw in my intro, I said I was going to talk to you guys today about what do you do when your mods go wrong. So this is kind of two phases, I guess, that this kind of affects. So number one, just as a motorcyclist, what do you do? And number two, what do you do as a content creator? So the first thing is, as a motorcyclist, if you do a mod on your motorcycle and it doesn't work for you or it's not working out, you probably need to change it. I'm in that situation right now, and I'll explain that in a later video with a mod that I did, and I will be doing another mod because it's not working for me. So the other reason why I think it's important to address this issue is as a content creator. So as a content creator, I will do a mod to my motorcycle, I will do an install or a kind of a brief tutorial of that install, and I put it out there for the world to see. This is the mod I've done to the bike. This is what you guys can see that I've done. Now, what happens if that mod doesn't work for me and I change it? Do I have a responsibility to, everybody out there that are watching the videos that, hey, I did this mod and it's not what I said it was in the beginning, or it didn't work out for me, later on after the time in the video. That's why I'm doing this video, to address it and talk about it, that yes, I am doing a video to kind of replace a mod that I did that didn't work for me. Now, I want to add a caveat to that, is that when I do this video and I do this additional mod to my bike, it's because it didn't work for me, not because the product is bad or it's a bad performing product. It's that it didn't work for me. I think that's one of the most important things that I've learned through this content creation process and modification process of my bike, is that oftentimes we get questions as content creators: what bars are those? What shield is that? How tall is it? What seat do you have? And what hand grips are those? There's a ton of questions that we get from people that want to do mods to their bike, and I think oftentimes we get this kind of, afraid to pull the trigger situation because we don't know if it's going to work out. And that's the same situation that I ran into, is that I did a mod for a very specific reason on my bike. The reason I did it for worked, but for all of the reasons I needed it to work, it didn't. And I'll explain that when I do that mod and why I'm changing it. So as a content creator, I do feel like we do owe enough of that to our community, that if we did a mod on our bike and we do it as an install video and it turns out that that product is not good or it doesn't work, and again, my caveat is, it's not that this product is not good, it's that it's not working for me in all of the conditions I need it to work in. And that's a really important thing to consider, is that you might do a modification to your bike where it's great in this condition, but it's not great in this condition. I'll use a perfect example. Pipes are probably the most common thing that we mod on our Harley Davidson motorcycles. And many people want loud, great, sounding pipes, okay? I would say this: a great sounding bike is wonderful when it's loud and obnoxious and it's getting everyone's attention, when all you're doing is riding 5 or 10 miles at a time, right? But if you're taking long trips where you're putting 600 or 700 miles on your bike in a day, and you've got these crazy loud pipes and you have to listen to that droning of your loud motorcycle all day long, it might not work for you. That mod might not be what you expected it to be in that kind of situation. So that's something to consider, and that's why I wanted to talk about this topic today, because it's important for me to put it out there and say, as content creators, we're not perfect either. Sometimes we do a mod and we find out later on that that mod is not actually what we intended it to be in the beginning. It doesn't mean that I'm going to go back and remove that from my catalog of videos, because there's value in it. And the product that I put on my bike is good. It's a very good product. Fit and finish, wonderful. It just didn't do what I wanted it to do, and so I had to go with a different product. So that's what I have for you guys today. just kind of a quick hit video about what do you do when your mods don't work. And there you go. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. I'll put a link to another video of mine over here or over here that you might like. And that's it. Let me know in the comments below. Have you done a mod that hasn't worked, and what did you do about it? So there we go. That's all. This is Kid Moto. I'm out.